Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So, as I said, my name is Emma Snedden. How this call is going to work tonight, I am going to share a little bit about our products, a little bit about our business opportunity, and then I'm going to bring on three of my very good friends, Sarah, Kelly and Hayley, who are going to share some information about their stories, what they've been doing, why they take the products, why they are in the business, what it's done for them, because suffice to say, there are hundreds of thousands of people all over the world taking Juice Plus, enjoying Juice Plus, part of the business opportunity, some earning, you know, enough to just pay the bills, other people earning crazy bonuses, life-changing money, and everything between A and B. So this business can be whatever you want it to be. It can help you to pay the bills, as I said. It can maybe pay off some credit card debt. We're coming up to Christmas. This was the reason that I joined back in 2013, was to save some money for Christmas. And I'll come back to that in a minute, but it's actually phenomenally changed, not just my life, but the life of lots and lots of people all over the world. So I've only got 3 people sharing their stories tonight, but what I would love to do, I know there's a bunch of you on this call who are in the business as well. I would love it, or taking the products as well, if you would just pop in the chat a couple of bullet points, maybe about what the products have done for you, a couple of bullet points if you're in the business as well, about why you love the business, maybe what it's done for you, a couple of positive things that you've experienced, because we obviously cannot get everybody on this call just in the next 20 minutes, but that means people who are looking at this for maybe the first or second time can read through the comments as well in the chat and find out lots of information from other people too. So what I'm going to do is talk you through my own experience. And the reason I'm going to do it that way is because I had so many queries, so many questions. I had loads of things when I first came across the product in the business that I wasn't sure about. And this was back in 2012, 2013. And honestly, my experience over the last nearly 10 years is that the questions tend to be pretty similar. Even now, I get the same questions about the product, the same questions about the business. So I'll try and cover some of those things off, how it works, what it's done for me, what it could do for you. And then what I would recommend that you do is go back to the person who invited you on this call tonight, or who shared the recording with you if you watch the recording. And if you want any more information, ask them directly, because we can only sort of scratch the surface tonight. This is just to give you a feel. And as you'll see in the chat there, if you click the little chat button at the bottom of your phone or your laptop, or whatever it is that you're watching this on, you'll be able to see lots and lots of chat there about other people's experiences and what it's done for them. So back in 2012, 2013, I was a 36-year-old busy working mum. So I'm no spring chicken, I'm 45 now. Honestly, in a nutshell, these products have changed my health, they've changed my body shape, they've changed my skin color and tone. Everything about my life is better since I started to take Juice Plus. And I started off personally as a happy customer. So I wasn't looking for anything new. I was really into health and fitness. I always have been. I used to go to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was the only time of the day that I could fit that in, because I was working ridiculous hours. I was very, very time poor. And I wasn't really eating incredibly well in terms of, like, I don't know about you guys, but I used to skip breakfast all the time. Any breakfast skippers out there? Anybody who like just doesn't eat breakfast because they haven't got time? It's a mum thing a lot of the time, isn't it? We feed everybody else, we look after everybody else, and we forget to look after ourselves. So that was definitely me. I was skipping breakfast. I was skipping meals all the time because I didn't want to make unhealthy food choices. I was absolutely running on empty. Does that sound familiar? Running on empty, right? But everybody I knew was the same, right? Every busy working mum I knew, every mum I knew, every person I knew was the same. People just, you know, eating on the go, grabbing a sandwich, a meal deal or whatever. So my friend John, who was my personal trainer at the time, introduced me to Juice Plus. Now, like a lot of people, at the very start, I was a little bit skeptical. So he told me about this product first, which is the complete shakes. They come in vanilla and chocolate. And I was like, no, not for me. I'm not into shakes. I don't need to lose weight. I don't after a shake diet. And that's what I thought it was. And I still think even now, this far on in the business, like 10 years later, this is a 50-year-old product. And I still think people think sometimes it's a shake diet. But it is a fantastic way to manage your weight, without a shadow of a doubt. There are so many people who have fantastic, you'll see in the chat there, fantastic weight management stories, be it weight gain, weight loss, body shape transformation, all sorts of things. This product makes things, like all our products actually, these products make things simple, effective and affordable. So they're easy ways to achieve what you might be able to achieve through other ways, but you know, eating lots of fruit and vegetables, exercising lots. This just makes that easier to achieve within your busy life. And that's definitely what I found. So started to take this every day for breakfast, which was a meal that I was skipping. So I actually replaced a meal I wasn't having, if that makes sense. So yes, I used it as a meal replacement. I still do. I have it for breakfast every single day, whether I'm trying to lose weight for a holiday, whether I'm trying to get in shape for the gym, whatever phase of my life I might be in. And trust me, over the last 10 years, I've been in many. Wherever I am in my life and whatever I'm doing, I always have this product for breakfast, sometimes for lunch too, if I'm really busy. But right back in 2013, I just swapped it into my life. It's so quick and easy to use, healthy, effective, affordable. It was just a transformational product for me right at the very start. So I fell in love with the product, fell in love with how I felt, lost a little bit of Christmas weight that I wanted to lose, was telling everybody. Everybody was asking me. Not only, I wasn't going out and, you know, actively, I wasn't part of the business. I was just sharing the product with people because I loved it. And isn't that what we do? When we love something, we tell other people about it, whether it's a Netflix movie or a book that you've read or a nursery that your kids go to or whatever. And even more so now on social media, we tag ourselves in the cinema or at a movie. That's recommending stuff. So I was recommending those shakes, that diet plan, the gym that I went to, I was recommending all that to my friends and family anyway. Then fast forward another couple of weeks, my friend John, then I told him I was falling in love with them. I was sleeping better and everything. He said, I want you to try these, which are fruit, vegetables in capsules, fruit, vegetables and berries in capsules. Put my teeth back in. So let me just show you what they look like. So basically, it's like a little capsule. You take 2 fruit, 2 veg, 2 berries every single day with a glass of water. I drink absolutely loads of this stuff. Other brands are available. I particularly like this one. I drink absolutely loads of water. I cannot recommend enough, whatever you are doing in your eating plan, making sure you're drinking lots of water makes a phenomenal difference to everything, right? And even more so when you take, I wash that down with a pint or so of water in the morning and get on with my day. My children take Juice Plus, all 3 of them. I've got, how old are they now? One's nearly 24. I've got a daughter who's 14 and a son who's 11. They all take Juice Plus. They all take the 3 of those and the omegas, which are a relatively new product. 5 different omegas in those. I won't go into that in massive detail, but there's phenomenal stories around the benefits of omegas. I know Susanna, who's on here, has got an amazing omega story. So if you do have an omega story, pop it in the chat as well if you had some benefits from them. Menopause, all sorts of different things. All my family take them, my husband, my parents, my sisters. I would not recommend these products to the people that I love most on the planet if they weren't amazing, right? You wouldn't give something to your children and your parents if you didn't know that it was absolutely fantastic. So that was where this started for me. I fell in love with them first. I noticed the difference, like lots of you in the chat there. So naturally, I was talking about them to people. People were asking me, oh, you've got a spring in your step, you're full of energy. You know, I was working 100 hours a week. I had 2 small children and a teenager. So I was running on empty, and suddenly I started to be up later at night, awake more in the morning, awake before my alarm clock, still, you know, running every morning, going to the gym every morning, but less tired, less grey, less groggy, less grumpy. Trust me, I was a less grumpy mum. So people were asking me, and I was like, I take these products, they're amazing. And everybody wanted to know where they could get them from. So I sent them all to John. My friend John can get them for you. My friend John, and this is what leads me to the business opportunity, guys. We recommend stuff to people all the time, don't we? Morning, noon and night, whether it's in person, whether it's on our social media, whether it's asking people ask me all the time, not just about Juice Plus, but loads of things. Where do you get your nails done? Where do you get your hair done? That's a nice jacket. Where's that from? Those leggings are really cool. Where are those from? Your skin looks amazing. What products do you use? Blah, blah, blah. Does everybody experience that? We also ask those questions, don't we? These days, people don't believe what they see on the television. They believe what their friends and family and the people that they follow on social media do. That's where we get our ideas from, where we get our inspiration from, and what, you know, what your friends and your family are doing is what we tend to do too. So this whole business model is built around that. And actually, how far ahead of our time were we? Look at all those like influencers and all sorts of things out there that's relatively recent. Juice Plus have been doing this for 50 years, recommending products to people. When you recommend the product to somebody and they buy it because of your recommendation, you get paid for that. This is genius, right? It's genius. It's straightforward, it makes sense, and it's an incredibly simple way for you to earn some extra money if you want to, whether that's a little bit of extra cash to make life a bit more simple, take some of the stress away, or a lot of extra cash to potentially change your whole entire life, both of which are happening to real people every single day, all around the globe with these products. So I jumped in with both feet when I saw there was a business opportunity. I thought it was going to cost about £5,000, right? I honestly did. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure I've got the money. Like, do you know how much it was? It is still 50 quid. 50, less than the cost of a crap night out, right? 60 euros. I live in Ireland now. It's 60 euros. It's less than the cost, probably a couple of Domino's pizzas and a bottle of pop or something like that, to invest in yourself, in your business. And what you get for that is an online office, a support network, a system to follow, a mentor, the person who brings you into the business. We will help you, we will hold your hand, we will teach you everything that we know. It is an absolutely incredible investment. You're not investing in Juice Plus, you're investing in yourself. I actually look at it personally like a deposit, because the first bonus that you get for about 4 or 5 customers, one of which can be yourself, is £80 anyway. So you're pretty much going to get that back almost instantly. The vast majority of people that join the business will earn between 160 and £500 in their first full month in the business. The vast majority. That bit's up to you. I can't guarantee that, but it's definitely there for you. If you do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, that's what will happen. If you decide to wait a little bit and not talk to anybody and not share it with anybody, then it probably won't happen straight away like that. So everybody's different. But again, speak to the person that you decide to join with, the person who invited you on the call, and they will take you through the steps of how to do that, how to get a few customers, how to share this product with your friends and family. But trust me, you are doing it anyway. So really quickly, let me tell you the 4 elements of the business, and then I'm going to move on to bringing the girls on to share their stories. So the 4 elements to this business. Now, bearing in mind, when I looked at this business first, like a lot of you guys, I was working full time. I had 3 children, a teenager and 2 toddlers, pretty much 2 under, young school age. I was incredibly time poor. I did not think that I had time to do this business. Hands up if anyone's ever thought I haven't got time, or said I haven't got time to do that. Anything. I haven't got time. I haven't got time. I haven't got time. We live.
Put the camera on, and I have
in the I haven't got time club, don't we? Haven't got time, can't do it, haven't got time. We all live there because we're also incredibly busy, right? But this business will slot into your life like that. It's absolutely designed for you to succeed, whatever you've got going on in your life. And if I interviewed everybody that's on this call, we all have different lives, different things, different stuff going on. It slots into your business and your life like that. What I call it is a nooks and crannies of the day business. A little bit here, a little bit there. I turned the telly off at night when the kids were little and went to bed at 7 o'clock. I miss those days. I used to do my business from 7 till 11 at night. Right now they're older, I can still work on my business at night, but I also get to do a bit during the day. You decide what you can do. What we have 24 hours in a day, and this does not take that much time at all. So it's a really, really, really simple business. It's, again, like the products, the business is simple and effective and affordable, right? Everything about Juice Plus, simple, effective, affordable. It's designed for simple people like me who had no social media following. I was crap on the internet. I've learned as I've gone along. You don't need to be, Instagrammable. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be you, right? We can take who you are right now and we can help you to build a business as you are right now, and you can learn a little bit as you go as well. So the 4 elements to the business. The first element is retail. Now, a lot of people will still say, a bit like the I don't have time, is that I can't sell anything. That's okay. I can't sell anything either, right? Rubbish, right? Because I couldn't tell you about something or sell you something that I didn't believe that you need. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not that kind of person. I love to share Juice Plus with people because I know that I take it and I feel amazing. And if you take it, you will feel amazing too. I know that for sure, right? So I can share that with integrity and honesty with people, like, absolutely. And then if you decide to buy or join, that bit's up to you. So the retail element isn't selling as such. It's just the second element, which is mail order. It's like word of mouth recommendation. You take the product, you feel the benefits of the product, which you will, and you share that with other people. The retail element is actually really small. The second element is mail order, as I referred to a little bit there. So what I mean by mail order is, and this, guys, I'd love to put this in like bold. If there's a bold voice, this is it. There's no deliveries, no money handling, no stock ordering. You literally do this entire business. If you have one of these, which I'm guessing that you do, everything is done for you on there, right? You don't have to drive product around to your friends' houses. You don't have to go to the post office and drop stuff off. For me, that was the biggest game changer. That was the biggest reason that I could fit this around my family and my full-time career, because I wasn't having to go out at night, drop product off. If anybody who knows me knows that if I tell you I'm going to send you something, you'll probably get it in about a month. I'm absolutely dreadful at posting stuff out to people. I wouldn't have a business if I had to do that, right? But the company do all of the donkey work, all of the boring stuff, all of the stuff that's not exciting about running a business. The company do that for you. We just get to do the fun bit, the sharing, the caring, the loving on people, the community, all of that stuff. All of the deliveries are done for you. That is so cool. And it's really unusual as well. Most, you know, businesses like this business model, you have to buy the product in, you have to separate it all out, you have to get the money off people, you have to pay people back, blah, blah, blah. We don't deal with any of that. None of the crap stuff, all of the fun. So that was a game changer for me, because it meant I could fit it in, because I can talk to people all day long, but I couldn't go to the post office and drop stuff off at people's houses all day long. So that's the second element, and it's huge for busy people, that part, and that's why I labor it a little bit. The third element is networking, which is basically just meeting people, building your network online and offline. You already have a network of people that you know, your friends, your family, your work colleagues, old school friends, old uni mates. Everybody needs good nutrition, let me tell you, right? Everybody needs better nutrition. Nobody is getting enough decent quality fruit and vegetables every single day in an affordable, easy to consume way. So people need this product. We just need to find the people and share it with them. And the fourth element is teaching. So what I mean by teaching, again, like everything else with this business, guys, you're already doing it. Have you ever taught anybody how to do anything? How to change a Sky, like use a Sky remote, how to download an app on the phone? What else might you might teach somebody how to ride a bike? You might teach somebody, I don't know, anything. We teach our kids stuff, we teach our friends stuff. We show, give me that, I'll show you how to do it. My kids are always doing that with me with their phone. Instead of teaching me how to do it, they want to do it for me, right? So we teach people how to do things all the time. In this business, one of the things I absolutely love is somebody will just teach you how to do it. Because I learned what to do, and then I teach other people how to do it, and then you learn what to do and you teach other people how to do it. But it's not even difficult to learn, it's just standard stuff that you're doing already. So take the product, feel the benefits, share it with other people online and offline. Join the business, feel the benefits of that, which you will, and share that with other people as well, online and offline. How you do that, where you do that, how much of that you do, that bit's entirely up to you. But that's the simplicity of the business. It is no more complicated than that. I am a simple Sally, I promise you. If I could do this business around my kids and my job and everything I had going on back then and everything I have going on now, I promise you, you can do the same and we will help you. So to wrap up my bit, before I bring on Sarah, Kelly and Hayley, let me just tell you what this business did for me. I started looking to earn £200 a month. I wanted to save £1,000 for Christmas. That was my goal. I'm sharing it anyway. Why not? I earned £400 in my first full month in the business. I've never earned any less than that since. Not because I'm super duper at it, just because I passionately shared the product with people online and offline. In my second month, I earned £1,000. Never earned any less than that since, in nearly 10 years now, 9 years coming up. Again, because I passionately share it with people and I believe in the products and the business model. That enabled me to leave my full-time job in less than a year. I walked away from that corporate job that took me away from my home. I've been a stay-at-home, work-from-home mum for the last 8 years. So I did it alongside my full-time job for the first 12 months, which is very doable. A lot of people always do it alongside their full-time job, and that's totally fine. I didn't want to do my job anymore, so now I only do this. My 11-year-old son doesn't remember at all when I used to go out to work. Doesn't remember it. Can't remember at all when I wasn't here in the morning before he went to school, when I wasn't here when he came home from school at night. I shared something on my social media yesterday where I was celebrating the fact that I'd come home in time for him to fall asleep in my arms when he was like 2.5. That's not been my life for the last 8 years. For the last 8 years, I've been here the whole time. I don't miss a thing, and you don't have to miss anything either. If you want to change something, we can help you change it. It enabled us to relocate to Ireland. Everything we've wanted to do, we've been able to do as part of this business, and more than you could even probably get your head around. But think a bit bigger about what you want to do with your life, and this business and these products will enable you to achieve it and will help you to do that. So let me bring on Sarah, who is going to share her story. I'm going to stop talking, give you a break from the Geordie dulcet tones, and bring on Sarah.
Hey.
Hi. I would love it if you would just share in a couple of minutes, what is this business or product or both, whatever, doing for you? I know you've got a fantastic recent story about not working anymore, which I love. So what's this doing for you, and why do you recommend it to other people?
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone, my name's Sarah. I've been actually using the products now for 6 years. So originally started just because I wanted to lose a little bit of weight after having my little girl, even though she was 2.5 at the time. I got a mum tum that I was really self-conscious of, and I was basically just knackered. So started on our shakes and berry capsules, got amazing results, lost 10 pounds in the first 2 weeks and just felt amazing. So I was just naturally sharing it with everyone in my office. So decided to join the business. So ordered myself some more of the capsules and got my little girl on the kids chews because she has a weaker immune system than you and I. She's got Down syndrome, and I'd read a lot about them being able to boost kids' immune systems and things like that. So we both started on those, and I was just naturally sharing it with everyone, just talking about it, and I actually found that I really loved doing it. I thought I'd struggle, thought I wouldn't be able to talk to people and things like that, but I absolutely loved it. So for me, it worked perfectly around my full-time job, and it did for over 4.5 years. So it just fitted really easily into the nooks and crannies of my day, and I could just do a little bit here and there, which was great. So it built up a nice income that gave us just money each month to be able to go and treat ourselves, like for meals and days out, and put towards holidays, whatever we needed really. So fast forward to COVID, I got put on furlough, so just carried on doing it around Olivia, having fun in the garden, and I was actually earning more than I did in my full-time job, and also hit a couple of promotions, which was really nice. And then I got given notice of being made redundant, and on the day I went in to get made redundant, I'd actually just hit a promotion just half an hour before I went in. So that was really exciting. I think I might have been the most excited person to ever go and get made redundant. So for me, this has totally saved my arse and has like totally changed my life. So I've been doing it full time now for over a year, and the fact that I get there to be there for Olivia and to have school holidays with her and everything is just incredible, and I absolutely love it.
Amazing, thank you. And I've obviously worked with you for quite a long time now, and it's such a pleasure to be able to see the difference this has made to your life in terms of you being able to, particularly being at home with Olivia through the holidays and everything. And I'm so excited for what this is going to do for all of you and your family over the next few years as well. So hopefully in a few years time, Olivia won't remember when you used to go to work either, and it feels really good. So thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. Let me bring on Kelly. 1 second. There she is. Hi. Hello there. Could you just share a little bit about what this business is doing for you, and why do you recommend it to other busy mums? Because you've got 2 little ones as well, haven't you?
Certainly have. And so I started on these products 8 years ago now, and naturally fell in love with them and joined the business. I was a teacher at the time, and I was a new mum, only the one child, and I was really struggling at the time for balance, and I just didn't feel like I got any options in the work that I did. It was really hard to see myself doing anything else. So when I saw this and saw how good it could make people feel, it was natural for me to join. And I suddenly got options without extra workload. I got a bit of mum life balance back. I worked in the evenings and at weekends and around my daughter at nap time, things like that. And I just became a bit of a fan role model for her, which I loved as well. I've always been overweight, lacked confidence. My mental health was really suffering at the time. I had a poor immune system, polycystic ovaries. I had preeclampsia in my pregnancy. So it was good to have the products there for me. And I naturally just started taking more and more. And the more you take, the more you talk about them and the more you recommend to other people. So I lost weight. I had, you don't just get a box of stuff handed to you. You get exercise plans, you get meal plans, you get a fantastic support group there as well. And all that contributed to everything I shared. And it became a catalyst for me for better health. Then my kids started taking them. I had a second pregnancy, which was just amazing. It was complete worlds apart from the first one, and I do put that down to the good nutrition and all the extra information that I got about health from doing this business. So during that 8 years, I've been made redundant, I've been furloughed, I've had a second pregnancy, I've had a maternity leave, so all those things that just suck money away. And by being in the business, I've had a safety net right the way through. I actually never missed a moment with my son in comparison to my daughter. He left me when he went into reception, which was just, it broke my heart. He loved it. But it was just worlds apart from the first time I left my daughter at school. I've got an international business now, little old me from Bolton. I'm full of a positive team who just, the community I think was the biggest thing for me down lockdown. I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have homeschooled, and I couldn't have been on my own for that long without the support that the team gave you. It's been incredible for me, and I will share it with other mums, because I just think sometimes you get stuck in that rut and you cannot see a way out. And this is a really, really simple one, without the deliveries, without all the things that Emma talks about, that just gives you more choices. And that's why I'll share it with everybody.
Amazing, thank you so much. Again, it's been a pleasure to watch your journey over the last few years, and I know there's some great stuff ahead for you as well. Finally, without further ado, I'm going to bring on Hayley. Let me just take yours off. Hello, Hayley. I would love it if you would wrap up the call for us, because I know that you're having a fantastic time in the business. You're a mum of 3, but loads going on, like absolutely so much going on, but you managed to build this business and have a fantastic product story too. So if you could share with us what's going on with you, how do you fit it all in, and why do you recommend it to other people?
Do you know what? I just love it. Like you guys have all said, you know, especially when you were talking and explaining it all at the beginning, when you do love something, like you can't not shout about it. You absolutely can't not shout about it. And that's the same when you're feeling good. You can't not take a selfie, or you can't not tell people when, you know, and that's what this is all about. Like you were saying earlier, this isn't about seeing an advert and trusting what you're seeing on the television. No one does. I don't even remember the last time I saw an advert, to be honest, like, because no one watches live television anymore. Listen, I wasn't looking for this. I was not looking for this. I didn't know anything about network marketing. I was full-time in my military career that I genuinely wanted to be in for the rest of my career. I enjoyed it. And it wasn't until this happened to just come up on my newsfeed. I was pregnant with my first baby at the time. I was studying for a degree, you know, busy, but I'm the kind of person that likes being busy. I just kind of got inspired. I think I saw what my friend was doing. I saw all the different the results that everyone was getting using the products. I saw what my friend was earning on the side, like as well as his full-time income, and yourself, Emma. And I was just like, there's got to be something in this. You know, I'm not skeptical at all when it comes to my background in health and fitness. So I was a little bit like, what are those products, before I understood what they were. But in terms of the business side of it, I was not skeptical in the slightest whatsoever, because I saw people doing it. I saw it all over social media, and I thought, if it's on social media, it's got to be legit. Otherwise, that'd be closed down right away. Do you know? So I just thought, you know, I've got nothing to lose. Once I really understood what the products were, like I say, I was pregnant with Austin, but my skin was so bad, like so bad. Like just anyone who ever's invited you onto here, ask them if they can send you Hayley's before and after skin photos. I had 18 months back and forth to a private dermatologist, NHS. Like I remember crying in the doctors, being like, please, I'm getting married in June, like you've got to get this off my face. And anyway, they didn't, but because I hadn't found Juice Plus by that point. And I just thought, you know what, I've got nothing to lose by trying these products, even if they don't help my face. Didn't expect them to. I knew they were going to deliver those premium capsules. I just knew they were going to deliver the best nutrients to my unborn baby. You don't need to be a rocket scientist, right, to know that fruit and veg are just going to work absolute wonders. So so I just said to my friend, like, yeah, I'm in, I want those products, and whatever it is you're doing on social media, earning an extra bit of money, who doesn't want a bit of extra money? We weren't skint, neither of us. We weren't even in debt, but you know, a lot of people join this business out of inspiration or desperation, they say, right? You know, whether you really need that extra money, or you just inspired and you want extra money, whether it's to save, whether it's to, you know, go on better holidays, a bigger house, whatever. Like the reason is right. Whatever the reason is, it's personal to you and it's right for you. And so I was inspired, and I just said yes, and I didn't think anything of it. Built it totally fully around working full-time, around studying for my degree, becoming a mum for the first time, like Kelly was saying, whilst on maternity leave. I've had three babies in total now since I've been in the business. Moved house, I think it's 5 times. I within 18 months I was able to walk away from my full-time career, and that's not something I expected to do. I think my priorities just changed once I had my little Aussie, and it broke my heart when I had to send him back to nursery and I had to go back to work full-time, and I was earning double doing this anyway, and I thought, what am I doing? Why am I paying £1,000 a month childcare? What am I doing, Hayley? I just saw the longevity of this, because I, you know, became very close with Emma. I remember going to a first event. I know lots of things are online these days. I remember going to my first event and I just saw all these different people. I expected it to be a room of PTs. This is what I expected, because I was. And then I got in there and I was like, oh, whoa, there's probably like 2 or 3 of us in this room of like hundreds. That was like a moment for me that made me just think, do you know what, anyone can do this. You don't have to be a specialist in nutrition or fitness or anything like that. You just have to have that, do you know what, yeah, I do fancy to have a little bit extra for myself. And that's what it is. You know, being at home with the children, seriously, in January be the first time I've been without children for 8 years. When Mary goes off to nursery full time, I can't wait for that moment. But I've never lost myself in that time. Do you know what I mean? Because I've always had this, and this has been something for me. It's always been my little challenge, my little thing that I get to do when, you know, when the children are in bed or whatever, whenever I can fit it into my day. And do you know what? I think that's really kept me sane, for want of a better word. Like, you know, because sometimes you can get lost in that mum lull. But this has just been everything. It'll be 8 years in January, made the best friends. I've never been around such uplifting people, and seriously, just the mindset of it, the community, the income, yes, of course. And yeah, products wise, well, 3 babies, best shape of my life. I'm gonna be 40 in less than 6 months, and I got my face back. So I could talk for hours, you know this, Emma.
Thank you so much. I'm just laughing at you saying this is your little thing. I remember when, I think it was the week after or the month that you had your first baby, you got, how much did you earn that month? Can you remember?
Oh, with no, that you will actually, we're talking, I think you're talking about Wendy, which is baby number 2. Yeah, 2 days after she was born, I had my biggest paycheck, and that was like £11,000 in 1 month. I got my biggest bonus yet, and I just like, wow, I always call it like the best push present ever.
So that little thing that you do on your phone,
yeah,
that everybody thinks mental for, like, and we don't always talk about the money, but like that's mental, isn't it, to get that kind of money the couple of days after you have your second baby. At a time, I know when I was on maternity leave, I had no money at all. I had to save up for like the whole of my pregnancy to be able to take a little bit of time off at the end. So that's the kind of thing that is possible. So girls, thank you so much for sharing your stories. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, it gives you a flavour, just a flavour of what is possible. There is so many different stories, different realities, but the thing I want to leave you with is people are doing this. People are doing this. You've seen it in the chat. You've seen a couple of stories, and this might be another call that you've been on. People are taking their products and feeling good and looking good and dropping weight and transforming their bodies and transforming their health and their skin and their hair and their nails and their energy levels. And let me just quickly share with you, right? If you've stayed on till the end, this is a little surprise for you guys, right? So if you are into like business studies or anything like that, like one of the things that people, Forbes magazine I think talks about, is one of the best times to join a business. Now bear in mind we're a 50-year-old company, right? So people think, oh, you need to be in at the start. Clearly that's not true. But one of the best times to start a business or to grow a business is when there is a new product or a new market opening. So we have a brand new product coming, right? We are weeks away from launching this product. It's so, I've even still got the silver packaging one here, right? Because I was too scared to open it, right? We are weeks away from launching this product. This is the time to get involved, right? So when we launch this product, you are ready to hit the ground running. You've already got people lined up. You've already got people to talk to. It's amazing, Danielle. It tastes fabulous. It's a high protein drink. It's a post-workout recovery drink. We have the complete, which is a meal. This is actually for people who are like really into fitness, really into going to the gym, etc. You can find out a lot more information about that. I don't want to go into it too much. I just wanted to give you a flavour. We also have new markets opening, new countries opening. There is so much coming down the path with Juice Plus that there's never been a better time to invest that £50 or €60 in yourself, not in me, not in your friend, not even in the business, just in yourself. It's a deposit on your business. When you get your first bonus, you'll get that back plus your commissions. It's literally like sticking it over there for a few days and you get it back in the end. Okay, thank you so much for jumping on. Any questions, please feel free, go back to the person who invited you on the call and just say I'm in. Seriously, you could earn 2 or 3, 4, 500 quid even maybe before Christmas. How cool would that be? Have a lovely, lovely evening. Thank you for all of you who shared your stories, and I will see you over here every week at 8:30. Have a good one. Bye for now.